Welcome back to another episode with Carnita and I.
Who is I?
My name is I.
What is your
My
name?
name is Jason, and I'm with my lovely wife, Carnita, once again.
That's right.
And welcome back to A Little Blended.
Is that how we're going to say it?
Just one time.
Okay.
I'm going to get my brother to get us a musical intro.
An intro?
That we don't have to pay for, hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Maybe I need to slide him a little something.
I think so.
I think I should do since we're blended, I would like to do maybe 4 seconds of a beat I really would like.
Okay.
And him curate it.
Okay.
And then 4 seconds of a beat you would really like. I don't know
I'm
who
just going to put it out there.
And then
the last time he did a beat for me, I feel like he didn't put energy into it. I also had to beg him for it for a long time.
I don't think he knows what you like.
I sent him something.
Oh, really?
But I feel like because I wasn't a paying customer, he just gave me something to shut me up.
Oh, God. I need to interview him.
That would be fun.
He's been doing music.
I should interview the two of you as brothers.
For sure. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
That'd be easy, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's more technical than I am.
Yeah, he can figure it out.
Kind of close, and then, he kept going with the technical side. I kind of stopped after probably high school. No, college. Oh, anyway, here we go. Let's stay on topic. Y'all know how we do. We don't know how to stay on topic. We get it done. We get it in. We have fun. Here we go.
Don't forget.
Don't forget what?
What are you sipping on?
Oh, yeah, see? I am sipping on some water from the cooler. 5-gallon refill HEB alkaline water that was $2.
For 5 gallons.
And it used to be $1.60.
How long have we had that cooler?
Not very long.
Late last year?
I think very late last year.
Yesterday was the first time I went with you to get water.
Yeah.
That's not my job. That's not my job. I don't like it. I don't have the patience to sit and wait for that thing to fill up.
And it's heavy?
Yeah. No, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Cleaning the fridge is not for you. Doing the water is not for me. At all. And update on my belly button.
Another one?
I mean,
this is number 3.
Yeah, it's the second. People it's the final. People want to know what happened.
Your front butthole?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, all the skin has peeled off, and it was almost like getting a chemical peel. Like it just revealed like some new fresh skin.
Does it hurt anymore?
Oh. No, that's all gone.
What are you sipping on?
Some Crystal H2O.
Crystal.
Look at your face.
Like, where did you go to? Like
no, just water.
Inside, scoop on this large container. And it doesn't take much for me. I'm a night drinker, so in the middle of the night, fix your neck. Control yourself over there. I'm a night drinker, so I'm loud. I try to be quiet, but I'm pretty loud.
Is that you admitting that you're loud?
So
Praise the Lord.
This is obnoxiously loud in the middle of the night, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. She says I do this. I don't believe it, but she says I do this. She says I open this is how loud I open it.
Yes.
And then she says
you gulp it. Gloop, 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 gloop.
And then she says I do this.
It's more like it continues. Yeah, and it's deep.
I am not that loud.
Yes, you are.
But it does drive
and then
me
you're
crazy. You say I chew loud. She's so bad. Like, I won't say bad, but I will say bad. Are you the type of person who is one of y'all? So either your wife, girlfriend, your mom, your dad,
partner.
One of y'all is the loud chewer and the other one hates it. I don't care.
I hate it.
But she made me more aware of it now. So now I'm like, oh my God, please close your mouth, person.
I didn't know that.
The noises, yeah, now. But you introduced me to that because I could be 50 miles away and she'll hear me.
You'll be upstairs and I'll be like, what are you eating?
Like, how?
I can hear you.
Y'all sit there, the people that hear that all the time, do y'all sit there and just send sonar out like a dolphin?
No.
And just communicate like... They're chewing something. Like,
you
what?
Call me a dolphin?
Is that crackers? Popcorn?
No,
like, what
it's
are you
not that.
So hard for?
I don't even like hearing the chewing of myself in my ears, which is why I normally watch something while I eat to kind of cancel that noise. And if I can hear it, like it's too loud, I don't want it anymore. I'm not eating it.
It's so true because you'll be eating something and I might be like next to you, for instance, in the bed or something, and you take a bite of a chip. You can't eat
like
chips
I just
quietly.
pause.
She'll put the entire chip like in her mouth or take a small bite, but she has to chew. It's a crunchy
And like
food item.
now,
So she'll like and look at me side eye like, did you hear me chew? I don't give a damn. You heard yourself.
like if it's between, like we're watching a movie and it's in between the people talking,
yes,
I'll
it
not
always gets
chew.
you.
I'll stop chewing until like the noise comes back on, and then I'll chew again.
Please. Meanwhile, I'm over there smashing popcorn. Handfuls. Who eats popcorn one by one?
I do.
Nah, you need at least, if you don't get a handful, you gotta at least get like
But then it's all over your
4
hand.
or 5 kernels. And the popcorn, after that's done, it's all in your teeth.
I don't like eating popcorn. I'm not eating it again. I say that all the time, but I'm really not.
This time you're done.
And like I really hate, like I'll use the end of the dental floss stick thing
Sharp side.
and like try to pick, and I'll brush and I'll floss, and then tomorrow after lunch here's something in my teeth.
Oh wow.
And it's one of those little parts of the oh my gosh.
That's annoying me now too. Like, that's why I have this. I just had some of the steak.
Oh wow.
And like I had a piece before I came up here, and I was like,
if you pick on this podcast, I'm not gonna be happy. That's it's so not now. Okay. Good. Put it away. That's so gross.
I'm not picking for those that are listening to the podcast and aren't busy.
Yes, he is.
But so today's episode will be focusing on emotions.
Wow.
Emotions. Here we go.
The Bee Gees have a song called Emotions.
We're so different.
What did you think?
What every other person in my culture that was born in the 80s is, there's only one song about emotions.
What is it?
Emotions make you cry sometimes, baby. You gotta get the shoulders in there. Emotions make you sad sometimes, sugar, sugar, darling. H-Town, Emotions.
I don't know that.
What?
First of all, control your emotions.
You don't know who H-Town is?
Secondly, I'm not American. And third, don't yell at me. No. And you can't sing or play stuff on here because they're going to cut it off. It's probably copywritten. But I know the Bee Gees.
I don't know that. Sing it.
No, because no, I can't carry a tune. Beyonce, Destiny's Child has a remake, I believe, something like a play on it.
Oh, Just Emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun,
yeah.
Dun, dun,
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think.
That was a Bee Gees song?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain it's the Bee Gees.
Babyface probably wrote it.
No.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about emotions today.
Okay.
So,
what about them?
I'll lead actually.
Oh.
I know you can.
Flips hair. Pardon
talk
me.
about this way more than I can. So everyone gets emotions. Some of them
emotional.
Everyone gets emotions.
Here we go.
You get emotions. You don't have emotions?
Yes, I do, baby.
So,
you're welcome.
Got it. So everyone can go through positive and good emotions at time.
Negative?
Throughout a day. Could you correct me one more time, Dad? You're messing with my emotions.
I'm sorry.
You go first.
I apologize. No, you go. You go.
But one of the ones that mainly that made it really hit home with me. I'm not a person that, even though I do get some emotions, like I can have emotions, emotional, whatever everyone does, but one that hit me was boys don't cry. So I'm rah dad, sports guy, football coach, basketball coach, grew up playing sports. And even like with my father, my upbringing, I can't say that he raised us not to cry, but we were raised not to cry. So it totally was born in the lines of, in the era of, stop crying and do some damn push-ups.
Yeah, you would say that to the boys.
Yeah, so I used to say that to our boys, and she'd be so pissed. Stop crying and do some damn push-ups. You're not hurt. You're okay. Boys don't cry. We toughen up. We endure. We don't let people see that we're hurt. But there's a lot of men out there that still try to live by that and abide by that. But from my aspect, my sharing point is like, it's wrong. I won't say that it was right, because it's not. It's absolutely not right for you to tell your child, your boy, let alone any child, that it's not okay to cry. Like, hold your tears, fight it back, be tough, endure, man up, woman down, whatever the hell you want to say. Like, no, cry, and then let's talk about why. Yeah. That's the main important part for me, is get your crying out. So now I've grown to the point where, like, if a child is upset or has crocodile tears, whatever, like, okay. I'm not being an a-hole about it, but okay, look, can we share what's making you feel this way? Yeah. Because that's what's more important than absolutely trying to stop the dang tears and toughen up and boil your chest. I feel like
it's emotional suffocation, which if you let something fester too long, it normally explodes. I think that's the right term, fester. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I just lost my train of thought. But no, I always believed in letting the boys cry. And when we started dating, Elijah would cry all the time over anything. Really? Yeah, you don't remember? Like, if we drove over to your house and he woke up, he would cry because I woke him up and now he has to walk inside and walk upstairs. And you'd be like,
he'd whine more than cry.
No, he cried. You'd be like, why is he crying? And I'm like, it's because I woke him up. Like, I know why he's upset. And that's okay. And, like, you were just like you would tell Jalen, like, quit crying. And I'm like, no, allow him to cry. Allow him to have that emotional outlet. And then allow him to feel safe when he has that emotional outburst. And then talk him through it. Yeah. Growing up, I was not a crier. I feel like I am now. A lot of things make me emotional now. I'm a completely different person for different reasons. They have to be close to home. But as a child, I wouldn't cry because I felt like that's what my mom wanted from me. Like, she would spank me or punish me because she would wait for me to cry. Yeah. For sure. And I would be like, if that's what you're waiting on, I'm not giving you that satisfaction. Wow. So I'm not going to cry. And I remember my eldest sister saying, like, Mommy, I don't know why you hit her. She doesn't even cry. Oh, wow. Like, no, you go ahead and wait for those tears. I refuse. Wow. It's not happening.
So I wasn't that. I'd cry when I was pissed. Like, to another level. Yeah. Even now.
Now I will cry if I'm upset.
Pissed, my voice starts to crack. Yes. When I'm really pissed. Yes. My voice starts cracking and everything.
Yeah. You and Elijah. Jalen too. All the boys here.
When they're pissed?
Yeah. Elijah if he's
seething. Oh, for sure. Elijah for sure. But Jalen, I don't know. Jalen will cry for
anything still.
Like when he messed up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not necessarily when he's pissed, but when he messed up and he has crocodile tears for his apology or something. But oh yeah, Elijah gets pissed.
Yeah. Y'all, it's like underneath your skin.
Pissed.
Yes. Very upset.
Like, I don't even know why I'm crying. Like, yeah. Something might happen.
Yeah.
For sure. That's definitely Elijah.
Like he's more nervous.
Like you, I feel like Saf is like you.
Yeah. No. She can be. Like, if I'm upset with her.
On stuff that we may not even really deem that.
Yes. But if I'm upset with her and I yell or something, she won't cry. Nope. She's just going to give me dead face and walk away. Yep. And then she'll crack, but she won't crack in front of me for a while. Yeah. And then maybe like sometime after it like soaks in, and then I'll be like, "What are you crying for?" And she'll be like, "I don't know."
I was gonna mock her, but I'm gonna let her.
No, that's not nice. That's not nice. One day her future husband's gonna see this podcast and be like,
"I can mock you to a T with your cry."
No, we'll save it for later. She won't be happy. It'll make her cry.
I'll get you one day.
It'll make her cry.
Just do it on video. I just do it in your face.
Yes, Let's save it for the kitchen, for our usual hangout area. But no, I just feel like it's normal. Even my niece, when my niece is here, Millie gets emotional and will cry, and I'm like, okay, we have things to do.
Yes.
So you have like 5 minutes, get it out when I come back, or I'll be like at 3:45. You have to stop crying so we can continue doing whatever it is that we're, working on.
I'm totally the person that'll still say, stop crying, do some push-ups. Even though I'm joking. Y'all know I'm a prankster joke. I laugh all the damn time. I'll still say that. Stop crying, do some push-ups. Even though I don't mean it, and then I'll go into seriousness if I need to. But if my patience isn't there, it's Nenti or,
Yeah, she calls me Nenti because I'm her godmother and her aunt, so.
How do you spell Nenti?
I don't know. It's not a real word.
Oh, really?
No.
I thought it was like another cliche
West Indian thing, Dominican thing.
Aunt. Yeah.
No. So a nenen is a godmother.
Okay.
I think they say that in Louisiana too.
Nenen?
Yes. But it's a combination of nenen and auntie. And
makes sense.
She just calls me Nenti. We just
made
it up.
So no one else uses the word Nenti?
No.
Damn, here I'm thinking it's
like
a word that is commonly used.
We just made it up and it's cool, stuck. Then. Yeah.
I need a name.
I got a name for you.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay. I'm going to control my emotion. No.
Pawe.
It starts with a J and ends with ass.
Jason?
No.
Jason ask? No. So you kind of touched on it already, but how do emotions impact us as a blended family?
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot to sort through, and somebody.
Pick me. I'll go first.
No, you asked me a question, so I'm gonna.
How do emotions impact you in a blended family?
See you next Tuesday. But it's a lot because you would think the way we function as a family, like normal, that a lot of things should just be like kind of normal, traditional, and it's not. You're distracting me, you bozo. You're not that thirsty. You just had water.
No, I want water.
Sure. But it's a lot because regardless of our love for each other's kids, we're still step parents, and the kids still, like, I can say something to my two that won't affect them, but if it comes from Jason, it's received differently, which I think is normal.
It is normal, but it's trash.
So we kind of have to skirt around that sometimes, and be like actively mindful.
For sure.
Of the difference between the three of them, the response each of them need differently.
Absolutely.
Sefia will cry over Michael Jackson being dead. Do you remember that day?
I remember the cry. I don't know why.
We were driving together. I picked her up from school. We're listening to the radio station. And
I already started chuckle, sorry.
Michael Jackson's on. And she starts crying. So it kind of freaks me out because I'm like, did something happen at school? And like, you're now just feeling it and you're now ready to tell me. And she was like, no.
Can I interject real quick?
Be polite about it, but sure.
That was nice, right? Can I interject real quick?
Yes.
Un momento.
What's up?
Was it what type of cry was it?
It reminds me of my sister. It's like an outburst. That comes like a wail that comes from nowhere. And I said, like, okay, like, what's wrong? Because that's why I thought something perhaps happened at school. And she's just now going through it to tell me.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just realized I'll never see Michael Jackson in concert. And so that was something I had to work on as a mom, too. Because as much as I say, have your emotion, feel it, some things I don't get because I'm not like that. And I had to be like, I have to be sensitive towards what the kids feel.
For sure.
So I don't minimize their emotion. Mm-hmm. And so that was a moment for me that I didn't get it. But to her, it was a big deal. And I had to remind her, like, hey, well, you can always listen to him on the radio. And luckily, you're in the time where you can see videos on YouTube and kind of pacify her, because whether I agreed or not, what she needed from me in that moment was safety to have that emotion and then comfort.
Gotcha. But yeah, you touched on it. with the kids, how they're all
different.
And like with my bio boy Jalen, of course, he's had me his whole life. He knows Dad. I know him tremendously. I know him better than he knows himself. And I can be blatant with Jalen. I can be funny with Jalen. Maybe not even at the best times, and he'll laugh. But it's different, like, for instance, with Eli and Saf. Like, if I say something to them with my normal demeanor, dad demeanor, I can literally feel them, like, in hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the same with Jalen, too. I can tell my two I'll punch him in the forehead, but then he'll go tell his mom that I said I'll punch him in his forehead, which I've never punched any of them in their forehead.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that before, because I feel like you can say that now, and he knows you now.
100 years later.
Or you said, like, one time that the kids are too big now, you can't hit them, you have to run them over
with the car, and he was like, Cornita's going to run me over with the car, and I'm like, good Lord, you know I don't mean that, but, you know, it's just, again.
It's true. Even like with Eli, with sports, you know, there's stuff that I could say that I would say to Jalen, totally, but I can't say the same things I would say to Eli that I could say with, like, Jalen, because they're different kids.
They're different.
Like, Jalen mess up, I can be like, hey, dude, what the hell are you doing? Like, that was horrible. Like, don't talk to me unless you score 15 points a game. But I can't go that route.
No, with Eli, you have to approach it differently. Like, okay.
Eli be out there shooting the next 12 hours. I say that to him.
Yeah, you have to be like, with Jalen, you can say...
I can get Jalen to laugh even when he's pissed.
But with Elijah, you have to be like, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Like, why are you off focus?
I don't know if we aired that episode where I think Elijah missed a free throw or something. And he was down and out because he missed the free throw. And as soon as the game was over, he had to pack his clothes because we were taking him away from an away game.
Okay.
Which is not normal. He had a doctor or something. Yeah. So he had to put his clothing. Remember that game?
I think so.
He had to put his clothing in a trash bag.
Oh, yeah.
So right after the game, he missed a free throw. We lost, whatever. And as soon as the game's over, my dumb self. Yeah, put your free throw shooting in the trash bag too.
Yeah,
trash.
I was not happy. I was not happy.
As soon as the game was over,
no,
he just kind of looked at me. I was like, "Damn,"
because he's a little more emotional, and he like what you say to him holds so much value that like your words will crush him.
We had the talk years ago, like, dude, I'll talk to you more real when you're a junior or senior. But we just passed the junior season, and I still don't feel like I can say what I want to. I'm probably going to say what I want to. I'm just not going to sit here and articulate all my words.
I was going to say that's what it is.
I'm not
you have
putting the work in to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like finding the words to be able to convey it to him, getting my point across, but using different words so it's not coming off as demonstrative or too harsh toward his emotion.
Yeah. You can tell him. He can handle a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's just how.
You just have to choose your words.
Yeah.
And allow him that space to react.
Yeah. Another thing with our with us at least is we don't really take we don't like to call them losses. Like, we like to learn. So if something happens bad within our core family, we like to learn from it.
For sure.
And so, say, for instance, I mess up, like, depending on the topic, of course, it's between me and Cornita, or, like, if one of the kids messes up or has an incident or an episode, like, we all discuss it. We don't, like, hide, oh, this kid did this, but don't say anything.
Right.
This kid did this, but don't say anything to the other two. So we all share, so we all learn from this.
Yeah.
Like, we're really close-knit unit. Not to be boring and cliche, but it's all learning. Like, don't hide things from your child.
No.
Even if you went through them and they weren't pleasant for you, but please share, like, any type of encounters you may have had negatively with family members, out at the club, at school. Share those things. That way, when they experience it, they know, like, hey, this person, my parent, stepdad, whatever the hell you want to say, stepmom, whatever, like has experienced the same thing. I'm going through this.
Yeah.
So they know and feel comfortable to come to you. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to come to you anyway. Like, some kids, no matter how good of a parent you are or whatever you do or you make yourself available,
facts.
It doesn't mean they're still going to come to you and share. Hopefully they share it with one of you or a relative or a counselor at school or somebody a bio parent. Someone.
Not someone. Friends. Somebody safe.
Yeah, someone safe. You put it better. Yeah, you said that better. Someone safe that has their best interest to the forefront of their brains. Like,
yeah.
That someone has their best interest.
Even with that, I think when you say don't hide things, I think you have to be careful when you tell a child what.
Yeah, I think they have to be emotionally mature to be receptive.
Because, we've had trying times with all three of the kids, but there are things I've shared with Jalen before I've shared with my two. Because he was just in that stage where he needed to hear that at that time, and mine weren't there yet.
They all have specific needs at different times in life.
And so I feel like at this point, at their age, we've been very open with all three of them about everything. There's nothing we don't share.
Relationship advice, boyfriend, girlfriends, everything.
Yeah.
Financial
and it's like
stuff.
a cheat sheet. Yes. I'm not pro-abortion, but I've had one. Yeah. And so at that time in my life, it just wasn't. Why are you making that face?
I'm surprised you shared that.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes, this is for the parent who is wondering, should I share this with my kid, right?
Correct.
So, and that's the whole point of the podcast. Absolutely. So that we share stuff that we go through as parents. So hopefully you guys in parenting and in marriage don't feel alone and feel encouraged to be better.
And I've never had an abortion. That I'm aware of.
Okay, because someone could have had an abortion and you just don't know.
Remember somebody tried to put a kid on me?
Yes, but let's stay on topic.
Okay, focus. Squirrel.
On topic. But I shared that with them because no one was guiding me at that time in my life. I didn't have guidance on a lot of things growing up. And I wanted to let them know, they're coming of the age of sex, of relationships. And if you're not cautious, here's what can happen. Not here's what can happen because I heard it on the news. No, this happened to mom.
Yeah.
This happened to stepmom. This happened to me. So I'm your cheat sheet.
For sure.
So make better decisions, and here's what I could have done better. So should you ever end up in that situation, you can be like, whoa.
Wait a minute. W-A-Y-M-A-N-T. Wait a minute.
Maybe I should rethink this. So sharing with your children is more about giving them the cheat sheet and guidance and letting them know, mom, dad is a real person, has gone through these things. I can ask them X, Y, and Z or whatever.
And don't think that you're not, capable or you're not worthy to share your experiences. My experiences are different than hers.
Oh, way
Yours
different.
are different than ours. So you all have something to share with your kid or spouse, whoever's having issues with their emotions or stuff they're going through. Don't harness it for yourself. Utilize it. Even if you have to use something painful to help someone else. Share, man. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
You need to be able to convey that message, especially to your child. And where my emotion comes in with that is not as much as it used to, but like you said, a cheat sheet. You have the playbook.
Yeah.
It's here. You don't even have to think. Do what I say. Here it is. Here's all of that. Here's the cheats of the test. But then if they're not receptive of it, that's when I would get pissed off.
You know what I also think when you just touched on sharing the painful stuff? Steffi has often told me, Mom, sometimes I forget you're a person too. And I think to your children, to our children, we tend to be these superheroes in their mind, at least at this stage, because at my age, I don't think my parents knew shit. But when I was younger,
when you were their age,
yeah, when I was younger, I thought my parents knew everything. Like, how do you not know your mom? Like, what are you doing? But I think with them, they think we know everything, and they think we can solve, and they think we're these superheroes. And when we share these painful moments with them, they realize, like, hey, this is a person too. My mom, my dad, my grandma, whoever. Like, these are people, and then it makes them kind of treat us with a little bit more compassion. Because my mom always says children are uncharitable, and it's true, because they haven't been through enough in life.
Children are what?
Uncharitable?
You have to define that for husband, Sam.
Like,
fam.
I can't think of a definition. Like, not
Children
as compassionate.
Oh, okay. Kids say the darndest things?
No.
Not as compassionate? Kids don't care?
I don't. Yes, kind of like.
They don't care about
perhaps you're right. Perhaps you're right. Kids say the darndest
like,
things.
Just whatever.
Yeah, like your belly's fat.
That's a big old fat man.
Yes,
Oh,
like
God,
stuff like that. I think
story.
you're correct. What is that?
It was a kid when I used to work in this office, this computer company, and the kids. I don't think it was a grandkid, little kid, and I think he was just there all the time because maybe he was too young for daycare or something, but. He would be there. We'd be working in the back, and they lived up front, or they worked up front, used the office. We had their office space. And one of our clients came in one day, heavy guy, short guy, and the little kid happens to be in the hallway. As soon as he opens it, as soon as the man hit the door, that's a big old fat man.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah, I think that's right up there with the uncharitable thing, but it's true. What else do you have on your notes? Because I want to ask you something.
Okay. Well, ask me.
I don't know how you can read that.
Man, who you telling?
Just
I've been eyeballing it, trying to peek and see, so like prep every other word. My handwriting is atrocious, son.
I'm glad.
It's horrible. I've been eyeballing it off, not letting you see. You're scared of laughing to your mic. Let it out.
No, I don't want to be loud. I hate that on a podcast where someone just comes in blaring loud, like, whoa,
sharing your feelings with family. Oh, yeah, that's all I have written down.
No, there's more. We just don't know what it is.
I do. Sharing your friends with your family and learning.
That's horrible. Anyway, how do you feel emotionally in our relationship? Huh? Don't make a face, and I'm going to explain.
What do you mean? Okay, thank you.
You're the one who picked this topic.
Yeah, it's stupid of me.
Yeah, of you.
It is.
Okay, so do you feel like emotionally safe or supported where, like, as a man, being told your whole life, don't cry, do some push-ups, be manly. Now you have this wife, and, like, do you feel safe crying in front of me or having an emotional moment or being vulnerable? Like, what is that for you? I mean, I think I can answer that, but you tell the people what that's like for you.
Side?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't cry often, except for maybe like a funeral. Just crying literally.
You cry more than a funeral.
Well, I mean, mainly. But yeah, I don't have an issue like trying to hide it from you or feel like it's, damn, here goes a word I might butcher. Emasculating?
Uh-huh.
Is that right?
Yes.
There we go. I don't feel like it's emasculating of me to, probably using the wrong term. I thought it was demasculating.
No, okay, abort.
Emasculating of myself, like to cry. But as far as like emotion, what was the second part of your question?
Like, do you feel supported, like emotionally supported and
like, I feel like we touched
safe being vulnerable and that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel I can be vulnerable with you. I can tell you everything I need to share with you.
Was that hard for you?
I try not to probably let the kids see you as much.
No, we're only talking about us. We already talked about children. Okay, this is us.
That's hard for me.
Was that hard for you to be vulnerable with me?
No. I feel like I can tell you stuff.
Like, even in the beginning, like, as we grew?
Yeah, I feel like I don't need to hide stuff.
That was hard for me.
I know it was.
Like really, like really hard.
I'm me. This is me. I don't have nothing else I'm hiding. Here's all of it, son.
I feel like sometimes...
Because I'm going to forget if I hold something from you
it's
anyway.
It's still hard for me sometimes to be completely vulnerable. Not because of you. Not because of you. I think it's childhood trauma. Oh. Not because of you. Trauma is a good word. Experience. Anyway, because you make me feel safe. And I know that. Like, my head knows that. But sometimes it's still that fear that creeps in that, like, you could hurt me.
Yeah, I was going to say, you always say that and you don't like that I can hurt you.
No, this is the deepest.
But you can hurt me.
But I wouldn't.
Handle it differently, though, too.
I wouldn't, and...
I can say that to you, though, but that doesn't...
It doesn't make a difference. Exactly. No. But, it's just, like, I don't want to be hurt. Because I'm so deep with you. I'm in so deep. I've never been this deep before. I can't feel the floor. I'm treading water. So it's just because of that, but it's not because of anything you've done to make me feel unsafe.
I know that.
I know that.
I remember, like, with, just to share a story, like, emotional. So, as I've gotten older, I don't like kids crying.
What?
Like, I don't like hearing kids crying.
Why?
I just want to walk away. Or
I don't
even
understand.
Like, sometimes I don't like seeing people cry. It like annoys me. Sometimes.
I don't know. So, does it annoy you, or does it provoke an emotion that you just don't?
Well, let me show you the story I'm talking about. Like,
okay.
Say when we get animals, and said animals
unalive
cease to exist. Unalive. Certain animals wake up dead.
Wow.
Certain animals cease to exist, and like the house is just
heavy.
A damn gloom, rainy day.
To be clear, minus you and Jalen.
Yes. Jalen and I are, not that we don't care. Jalen's probably less than me because he don't have to. I'll have the after effect of having to still father.
Yeah.
And be patient with the howls and crying and stuff. And then I'm probably going to be the one that has the...
I'm trying not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
He didn't even know the names of our pets.
Facts.
Though he named one.
We had so many animals. Goats,
though he's
cats.
named them.
He named a cat.
He doesn't even know the name.
We got to interview the kids.
Yes.
You ready to do that yet? You don't want them on video?
No, probably not yet.
Why not?
It's not that I don't want them on video. We just have to have a decent topic. Jalen is pure comedy.
Name our cats. Name one you named.
Remember he said Pablo's name was Red? Like blue and red. It's Blue and Pablo. Jesus. Oh my gosh.
You live here,
but yeah, my kids and I, when it comes to pets and animals, we are super emo.
Yes. And it always starts off with, okay, we're getting this animal. These are chickens. They're going to be meat birds. Don't name them.
We have to name them.
5 minutes later. Everybody has a name. Okay, let's name them Beef Tallow. No, it has a human name. Rocky.
I've never named anything Rocky.
Bo.
Bo and Dr. Dre and Suge.
These are just a companion animal. But anyway, what I'll have to do with the emotion is, they are gloomed out. I think it's a ranking. So if I had to say pet loss, I think wife might be at the top. Only because that's my companion. But, it's definitely... It used to be Lai. He had more. I won't say he superseded Saf, though. You, Saf, Lai.
You, Jalen.
But then only me because it's like I'm dealing with the father part and the glooming and loss, and then I gotta dang burn the thing or bury the thing or put the final shot in the thing's head. Then if you don't do it right, the damn dogs are digging the dang dead bodies up that are burned halfway. My Lord.
But can I say something?
Learning that is like, Jesus. And I don't want them seeing that. Them eating a damn dead goat cooked leg. Like, Jesus.
Can I say something? Up? I really am grateful for you. You just going through all these things because you try to shelter us. Like, these are the reasons I love you and I'm grateful for you, because there are just some things in life. If I had to, I could deal with it.
Yeah.
But there's some things I'm broken and I don't want to.
You don't want to. You don't have to because I'm here.
I don't want to, and I praise the Lord I don't have to, because I can be like, babe, and you're like, I got it. And
I'm not this cyborg, cold-hearted dude, but it's just a different attachment that I have with animals.
I think
that they have. Like, they are, like, I come home to these 3 dogs.
My babies.
I'm only rubbing you if my hands are already dirty. Or if I have to get something out of your coat because you've been outside in the thorns. I'm not that person. I do like the dogs. It's not a pet lover. I think
this is probably the moment it would be nice to have Sephia, because you say that, but we look at you all the time with the dogs, and we're like, look at them.
Yeah.
I don't like the dogs. No, you call them. You have different nicknames
for
them.
I do like. Which one would y'all think I like the most?
I would say Blue.
Out of the dogs, I like playful, Fat Pablo.
Okay.
Like rubbing wise, I'll rub him before the other ones, but Blue's the best for sure. Yeah. And you know why? Because
he's the killer.
He's aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, he's a true dog.
He's a true peer, like, for sure.
Unpredictable and don't come on this property.
No, don't come here. He will bite you. He might.
He don't play no games.
He will bite you.
I think we had to learn that for a while. But anyway, just that, stuff like that you deal with emotionally. Yeah. We all deal with things emotionally differently. Now, what can touch my damn emotions? Mother. I'm going to get pissed off right now. This Wi-Fi, son. You like that? Control your emotions when I say Wi-Fi.
I need to go back to Terry. We need to sit with Terry, because you've been singing. You started singing this song. It's like the remix again of Wi-Fi. So we went through a period where all Jason cried about all the time was emotion was the Wi-Fi. And in therapy, I was like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't even want to hear you say Wi-Fi, because all you do is complain about it. I'm tired of this effing song. And you've been singing.
Damn right.
The song again. Like, I don't want to hear that. I never stopped. Yes, you did. Yes,
I never stopped singing Wi-Fi issues.
You stopped complaining as frequently, and it's like recently you're back on this.
That? Wow.
I'm saying it. It's not that I think. I'm the one receiving this stupid word over and over again. Wi-Fi.
So what people people like Wi-Fi. Let me turn the Wi-Fi off in this house. Nobody's able to function.
I just don't see how this is tied to our topic.
No one's able to function. It's emotional. You just triggered me. You talking about my Wi-Fi. So here I'm explaining my emotion.
Okay, babe.
I turn this Wi-Fi off.
We won't have a podcast.
Yeah, we will. You don't need a Wi-Fi to record.
You have to upload it somewhere. You have to have something.
Like, I can go to the store and play the game.
Oh my gosh. On that note.
You have anything else you want to share?
No. No.
Wi-Fi. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our episode.
Yes. Thanks for this topic, babe. That was good. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, find us on Instagram, A Little Blended, on TikTok, A Little Blended, anywhere Facebook, audio podcasts can be heard.
For sure. We're on Apple Podcasts,
Amazon Music,
Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify.
Yeah.
All the things.
Yeah, all those places.
iHeartRadio.
Leave us a comment below. Tell a friend about us. Share our video on Facebook. Like, help us out. Keep us here. Yeah, I like it.
Come on now.
We like doing the podcast, so yeah.
It's fun.
It's
anyway,
fun.
Good times. Peace and blessings.
Y'all take care till next time.
We need an outro.
It's not going to be that. Yeah, it's not that one either.
Holla at y'all. Later.
This is when I question our marriage. No. This right there.
Control your emotions.
Control yours. That little outburst. Control that.
Okay, we're going for real?
Yeah.